What's going on, YouTube land? I wanted to go over today the main reason I do what I do, why I decided to learn programming, a little deeper than I had in the past of why I haven't quit yet. What's the main thing that drives me, like beyond the money, or like why do I even need the money, so to speak. And this video is pretty personal, but it's important for me. I want to share it. I just want others to see my passion and maybe get encouraged by it or what have you. And I just want to document my journey and kind of let everybody know where I'm at. And if I don't have to think long, I don't have to think hard before the main reason comes to my mind of why I program and why I do what I do. And the answer is most definitely my daughter, right? She's special needs. She has spina bifida. I said in the first video, she's had 5 surgeries, 4 of them major, 1 minor, has another, so-called minor surgery probably on the way soon, and there'll be more surgeries in the future, which is unfortunate, but it's part of life, right? But she's been through so much. She had her first surgery when she was 10 hours old. It was a major back surgery. She almost passed away twice when she was a month and a half old. She's had one of those surgeries has been right around her brain stem. She's had a shunt installed in her brain. She has a cyst in her brain, right? Others have it far worse, but she's had it pretty rough. And the idea of her suffering more because of my laziness is just unacceptable to me. I have dreams for my little girl, just like everybody has dreams for their kid. And for her to have to suffer more and needlessly because of me not be willing to get a better job and upskill is just a very painful thought for me. I'm just going to get real with you right now. We live in a single wide trailer. She's in a wheelchair, she spends most of her time in a wheelchair. She can walk, but that's barely, she's, you'd say, wheelchair bound, right? And she gets stuck in this trailer all the freaking time. And it's a very painful thing to see, right? I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you the truth. There's been times I've thought about quitting programming and just backing down and going and doing something else. But man, if I don't get a better job, if I don't upskill, man, she'll be getting stuck in this trailer for the next decade. God forbid, right? Another big thing, she's very heavy. She's a very heavy child. She's really limp because she can't use her legs, right? Her mother and I have to lift her in and out of our van. We need a handicap van for my little girl. And believe it or not, handicap vans are ridiculously expensive. Now, I'm not having a pity party. I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you, these are things that drive me. These are things that motivate me and that push me when I'm working through a JavaScript bug, right? Or my computer's jacked up and I'm trying to figure out how to use the command line or just something silly like that. Thinking about how she gets stuck in that trailer, or how that we can barely get her in and out of the van. She needs handicap sink and handicap bathtub, and she has none of these things now. And it's because I'm broke, man. And that's my own doing, right? But I'm trying to undo it now is my point. If I had to boil my reason to code and make good software developer level money, it would most definitely be my daughter. She's what drives me. There'll be a day when her mother and I aren't around anymore. There'll be a day when we are either too old to take care of her or we've both passed away. That's just the facts of life, right? And she should still be around, if time goes on, right? And so where will she go? Will she go to a crappy facility because I was lazy and didn't keep programming? Because I quit, right? Because I was lazy? Or will she get to go somewhere nicer, have in-home care because daddy worked hard, learned coding, learned software development, learned his data structures and algorithms, and got to go work at a good high-paying company somewhere and got to save money so that she could have a better future. All of my kids, obviously that matters, and their future rest in my hands, and I want them to have a good life too. But they'll be able to fend for themselves and provide for themselves one day. My other two, my oldest and my youngest. My middle child, she will not be able to because of her special needs. And so, again, my other two will be able to make their own way one day. Olivia will not. And so when I think of quitting, or when I need motivation or need pushing, I just think of her and how that not only will I be providing for her now while she's young, I'll be providing for her the rest of my life, even when I'm gone, right? And so it matters to me that I get my education, that I upskill, and that I work hard that I use this channel and 100 Days of Code on Tech Twitter and Daily Scrum, right, in the mentorship program I'm in, to hold myself accountable, to push myself to program more and more and more each day until eventually I have a portfolio built and I can do it good enough to get a job, get paid well, move us out of this teeny tiny little single wide trailer so I never have to watch her get stuck again, right? And those things matter to me, you know, like, I know I just feel like telling everybody that. I don't know, maybe nobody cares. Maybe this is just for me. Maybe this is for me to vent. Maybe this is for me to remind myself, like, that's okay. But either way, here it is. Do what you will with it. This is Real Dev coming back at you with another video. Appreciate you guys. Look, hit the notifications, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. We appreciate you. See you in the next video.